Welcome to Let's Save on a Teacher's Salary. My name is Asanda and I've been permanently employed in the Department of Education as a teacher since May 2023 at the age of 34 going on 35. Now I'm 36. Oh, at some point that sounded like I'm asking you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Budgets. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about why I no longer budget. This is not those extreme videos where like hate the budget, shouldn't use it, it's stupid, blah blah blah, do this instead. No, this is what happened with me. When I got on the Dave Ramsey steps, I realized that I don't know what I'm spending my money on. So I started writing down my expenditures, like where I'm spending my money, chasing it down. One of the things that I found is that I was spending a lot of money on airtime. Guess what? I started trying to consciously quit, and it was so difficult to buy like random airtime. It was so difficult, and then I let go, and at some point I stopped. Now I just buy data, and every now and then I buy airtime, but it's no longer like I was back then. It was like an addiction. I cut. I save money on data airtime now. Well done to me. So budgeting did help me in the beginning, but eventually it felt like it's another chore that I had to do. But I did do it because I wanted to know, what do I spend on? Where does it go? When? So I figured out, like, randomly per week, I spend about 1,000 rand. Sometimes I can spend 600. And if I'm good, I can spend 400 a week. And I was like, okay, let's learn how to have a balance there. And I eventually came to properly budgeting properly and trying to follow my budget. And then I stopped budgeting. I didn't stop on purpose, but because my personality kept drawing me back to not budgeting, sometimes it gets too much and you just want to quit. But what I noticed was, even when I stopped writing it down, I still tried to follow my budget, which was amazing. And finding a way that works for me and my personality actually is what helped me. I work better with separating my money and saying, okay, this is for my expenditures and my food, my this, and so I'm just going to focus on spending that for the whole month without having to be too careful what I'm buying and when I'm paying it. As long as my other things, my rent is paid, my life insurance is paid, the money that I sent to my mom is sent, and I still have this money that's left to spend for the rest of the month, I'll be fine. And then I get to save. So I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do now. This is how I'm going to do it. And it works for me. I like this because I can also do it digitally. I don't have to write anything down. I don't have to carry cash. Which is why I do not do cash stuffing. One of the reasons is I don't have to carry cash. I'm very bad with cash. I'm very bad. I have money in this drawer and I don't know what it's for besides transport to work. I found money in my pockets. I found money on the floor because I was doing my washing. And I'm like, I probably threw away some of it because I'm messy and I'm careless. Bad combination when you're going to deal with cash. So I can never do cash stuffing. Also, if I'm going to have those pockets, where am I going to keep them? I probably am going to lose them. The only reason I don't lose my diary is because it's huge. I had a small one. I don't know where it is. I used to write my budget there. Don't know where it is. So I love the huge diary because I can't lose it because it's so big. It doesn't fit anywhere. So it's always on a surface somewhere, which is great. So always do what's best for you. So that works for me. I didn't know that having this diary so huge is going to be the solution to me losing the diary, but then now it's perfect. So yeah, if I have those little envelopes, I'm gonna lose them. Okay, I'm not gonna know. At some point I'm just going to be like, I'm not stuffing the money and just put it inside the file without putting it in the pockets, and it's just gonna be like, what was this money for? So I rather not. Another thing is, I don't want to be caught up in having to save 200 rand for this, 100 rand put there. I prefer just whatever's left, throw it in. Whatever's left next month, different amount. I like that. I cannot commit to maybe saying I'm gonna save 2,000 rand every month. I can't commit to such stuff. I can't do that. Why would I do that? I can't. It's very difficult for me. Yes. Yeah. So no cash stuffing for me because I'm lazy, clumsy, and carelessly. I wanted to add a lee there, and very careless. So it wouldn't work for me. So I just do the whole separating my income and just using a bank card for my expenses, which is why I'm gravitating towards Ramid. So what I've decided to do is to add to this is let go a little bit of Dave Ramsey's methods and let in a little bit of Ramid's method, because they fit now where I'm at. Because now I'm at a place in my life where detailed budget doesn't matter to me, because if I spend 3,000 rand without knowing what I did with it, it doesn't really break me at this point in my life. Maybe in the future when I have like a car payment and all those things, it might matter, but right now it doesn't break me. It's fine. It's like, okay, I spent it, fine, whatever, moving on, just don't do it next time. So I think I'm ready for being on Ramid's methods. So I'm going to do 60% Ramid, 60% Dave Ramsey, strict, and 40% Ramid, a little bit let go, and then so that we can start that journey to being rich. I actually don't even know if I want to be rich. I don't even know what that means for me. I guess I still have to figure out what that means for me personally. So if you want to do cash stuffing, I say go ahead, whatever works best for you. But you just have to do something. You can't just be stressed about money for the rest of your life. It is not a right way to live. Trust me. I've been on both. Oh, okay. Before I go, I'm going to give you update on my Liberty Stash app. What did I do with the phone? All right, so I'm looking at my Stash app and it says profit 1 rand. About a week ago, I looked at it and it said loss 37 rand. So I guess the money that I lost, I made it back and even an extra 1 rand. So right now, I guess the top 40 shares have gone up and I've made some money because I lost money, I gained it back and balanced my money. And now I have 1 rand. I do not like this. I don't know how I'm going to survive being an investor. I think it's best for me to take those safe investments that you don't even get to see, like with the old companies where you just say this is an investment, I'm gonna do whatever, and then whatever, because this is just giving me palpitation, yeah. But that's where I'm sitting with my top 40 Liberty Stash app on the shares part. Another thing is what do you call this app again? Frank app. I've given up on that app, so I don't know. It's to the Frank app people now. How do you over advertise something that doesn't work? Like, I'm not saying the investing doesn't work, I'm saying the app, I can't use it because I register on the app, I download the app, I register the app, I can go in it, register, done. When I leave, I can't exit it. It just stays there orange looking at me. Every single time. I've tried plenty of times to a point where I'm like, no, I'm trying to invest my money here. Why am I being frustrated? So at this point, the Stash app is going and leaving my mind. Gone. The 50,000 rand that I thought I was going to put there, no more. Anyway, where's the rush? My bank has other options. So I'm looking into investing in other options at the bank. And also maybe going old school with the big companies. I love that, but I've always wanted to do that anyway with the old companies. I know the whole, oh, you're gonna lose money because inflation, you're not gonna make back for inflation. I'd rather have 100,000 rand in 10 years that doesn't have the same value as it does today than to have no money because I spent it like an idiot or went looking for investment opportunities that were too good to be true. There you go. I'm out. Peace.